Hi guys, this is Mir again. Continuing the last topic that I taught was FIFO, and the new topic is LIFO now. The last topic was talking about first in first out, and now I'm going to talk about last in first out. Well, this is accounting, and as I was giving you an example in the last video, saying that I had a buyer who comes up with me, who comes to my factory in my inventory stock or anywhere to my office to find out whether I have this product or I do not have this product. So it was the 1st Jan. It was the 1st Jan when I bought my first inventory. I have my inventory as in I have my 1st Jan beginning stock quantity worth of 20. So I had in the stock I had on 1st Jan. 1st Jan I had 100 and I priced that at 20, and in total I had a worth of 2,000. Remember, all the total prices are dollars. They're all in dollars. Second thing that I would do, he comes up to me this time and tells me that, Kumal, I want to buy 70 of your cameras. Let's say I'm selling cameras, right? So I want to buy 70 of your cameras at a price of 20. And I tell him, okay. So I sold him, my last stock was, this was the 4th of Jan. And I sold myself, whatever I sold will be coming into my sales column. I sold him 70 cameras at a price of 20. So I'll be having 1,400. Now, as I spoke in the last video, that you had a stock of 100, you sold 70. Obviously, you have a 30 in remain. The price is the same. 30 into 30 made by 20 is a 600. I'm going to finish the stock. This transaction is complete. He comes to me again, he comes to me again after some other time. But before that, I know that I have an inventory of 30. Now I need to fill up my inventory somehow. So what I'm going to do, I go to the market and I purchase 80 of my cameras from the market. Whatever I purchase, and then I price it according to my price. So on the 10th of Jan, I bought 80 cameras, and I'm going to price that for about 21. In total, I'll be having 1,680. I purchased, so obviously I'll be recording my stock. I'll be bringing down this last stock down. This was a remaining stock. This stock was a remaining stock. Bring this down. I get 600. I copy my purchased stock over there because I purchased, so my inventory goes up. Always remember, sales inventory goes down, purchases inventory go up. At a price of 21, and the total price is 1,608. Close the transaction again. And so, after this, he comes to me again asking me for come on, I want to buy 40 cameras from you this time. Tell him, okay, I got the inventory. Remember, this is last in, first out. I will not be touching my first inventory. I will be always looking at my last inventory. Sometimes people have this in mind that, okay, why to sell my product in a cheap price? Why not just sell my product in a high price? So why not get rid of the high price first and then the low price? This is why there are less number of people who follow last and first out. More people of number follow first and first out because they want to get rid of their first inventory. Then they're going to use their new inventory. But over here it's the opposite. Over here they want to use the new inventory with high price. So what am I going to do here? He wanted 40 cameras. This time I have 40 cameras because I'm looking at my last stock. I'm not looking at my first stock. Stock 1, stock 2. I take off 40, but I'm going to price him at 21 because I'm touching my second stock, my last stock. My last stock comes out first. So over here, I'm going to have price of $840. Now I've sold him 40 cameras out of the 80. I'm going to re-record everything again. I have my first stock, which I have not touched yet. 80 minus a 40, because from 80 I gave him 40 cameras. I gave him 40 cameras. So at a price of 21, I have 40, and it's an 840. I'm going to close down the transaction now. You might have noticed that if I sell, I have a transaction closed. If I purchase, I have a transaction closed. Every step has a transaction closed. Now, this took place 22nd Jan. Do not forget the date as I forgot the date, but the date values a lot. 28th Jan. He comes to me again, tells me, come on, sell me 20 more cameras of yours, please. So now, as I said, last in, first out, I'll not touch this. Not to be touched. He asked me again for 20 cameras. I'm going to touch my stock number 2, which is 40, 21, 840. Now, look at the 40. I have the stock? Yes, I have the stock. So 20. And this is going to be at a price of 420. I'm going to rewrite everything again. 30, 20, and 600. But remember, from 40, I already took off 20, which means I'm left out with 20, 21, and 420. As usual, close the transaction. Now, he comes to me again. Oh, he started coming to me now. Alright, I go out to the market on 30th Jan. Oh, okay, here with it. The side chain, by chaining the sides. Well, I go out to the market and I decide to buy 100 cameras. And I price the 100 cameras each at 30. Let's say 22. Obviously, I'll be having a 2200 worth. Now, he has stopped coming to me, and I'm going to add my purchases into my account, which means I have cameras. I have my first stock, which says 20, which is sold to be, which say 30 stock cameras. 30 cameras stocked at a price of 20, each at a price of 20, and what, 600, and the remaining stock was 20 multiplied by 21 into 420. These both come down copied. Now the purchases, obviously, as I told you, purchases make my inventory go up, which means I have 100 and 2200. Close the transaction. He comes to me again telling me that Kumail, he comes to me in Feb 2nd. He asked me for 50. He asked me for, let's say, 10 more cameras, not 50, 10 more cameras. And I sent him 10 cameras at a price of 22. Not 20, not 21. Not 20, not 21, because it's the last in first out method, which means the last, I'm going to touch my last inventory. I'm not going to touch my second or my first inventory. My last inventory. No. I've sold him a worth of $220. We record everything. 30, 20, 600, 20, 21, 420. Here, this time, I'm going to do 90, 21,